Gamers. Oh, I forgot to turn my overhead light off. Hold on. I think there's quite a lot of the game left. The original game was only like 10 to 12 hours, but they've padded this one out. In fact, that's one of the main complaints I've heard about it. So, there's quite a lot of game left. We might hit a point where I decide I don't want to play this on stream anymore. But so far it's been going well. So, and there's not a ton of other horror games that I haven't already played that came out this year that I'm not interested in. So, we're locked and loaded here until we feel otherwise. There we go. Moodier. More distinct. Okay. There's a lot of game in the game. There's more game in the game than there was in the original. Yeah, that's about what I've heard too, that the extra hours are just combat, mannequin-based combat. And that's fine. I don't feel one way or the other about that for now. For now, I think the game has been very well paced. That might change in the future, but we'll see. I also got the crunchiest chips known to man to eat on stream, so I'm just gonna go ahead and mute myself with every chip. How y'all doing? Happy Thursday. Hello, Matt Calder. Thank you for the raid. Hello, Raiders. We just started. We're playing Silent Hill 2. We did playing Silent Hill 2. We just started the stream. But hello, hey everybody. What were y'all doing over on your stream? Y'all want to hear the crunchiest chip known to man? That made my levels peak. Anyway, that's why I mute when I'm eating these chips. Finished Inscription. Incredible. Loved Inscription. And started playing Luigi's Mansion 2. I mean, basically the same game. Horror escape rooms. I think both of them. Alright. I took one step outside of that room, and already the creature sounds got quite intense. Okay, so we left Maria in a room. We're trying to collect the wristbands from the different patients. We gathered one of them. Oh, well, Mina, I'm glad that you have YouTube to fall back on. Man, I can hear the radio quivering. I mean, if you finish playing Inscription and you want more Inscription, they did make an expansion that just has a couple like endless modes and new cards and stuff like that, which is very good. I highly recommend it. Okay. So we got in the elevator, we went to the top floor. There's a keypad we don't have a code for yet. There was the hand that we're trying to get the things for. That M is Maria. And there's the third floor, which we haven't gotten to at all. That's a totally Faith, that's a totally normal... nurses, doctors, trees. Hands, hands, hands. What you don't realize is that all of my emotes are actually map markers. They actually belong on just a really fucked up map. It's how you mark where all the hands and the holes and the jam and the bread is. I guess let's go towards the pool. Yeah, let's go towards the pool. Where something is there. Can I get there? I mean, that door is circled now. I believe I picked up a key. I'm always picking up keys. Oh, that's right. We found this weird bent needle that I'm assuming is a lockpick. Oh, we got the shoddy. We upgraded our plank of wood into a steel pipe. Okay. Oh yeah, we got more strange photos. Each of these strange photos has a number on the back of it. I'm wondering if this is like a New Game Plus thing or... I don't know. It's a mystery to me still. Alright, let's go see if we can't... see if we can't. Yeah. I was like, sounds like maybe there's another one. Uh-oh. Just the one. Just one. Okay. Okay. I like how almost luminescent their bubble head is. I think that's an interesting design choice. Oh, bathroom. Yeah? Okay, I was gonna say. I don't think either of these is gonna open that. I'm confused because it is circled. I guess maybe that's telling me this is what I need to get, not what I have. Don't you hum at me. Okay. I think that means we have to go back up. Oh. Can we get... No, we can't get into the locker room. We're gonna do a quick... Did I reload? I loaded. Okay. What? No! No! Ow! No! Okay. I really, with the legs, I really can't with them. Oh, another thing. Okay. Wow. At least she was there. Okay. The general populace, yeah. They are kind of an invasive species in the hospital, I feel like, but... Okay, I don't think this room was open earlier, so I think we're on the right track. We must just, like, not have the... Ooh. We must just not have the key that we need yet, so we're just gonna kind of, like, walk around and hang out. Alright, that'll get us to a different story. I love in games when you're like, I can tell I'm going the right way because they've respawned enemies here. I really appreciate when that's an option. Oh wait, can we get to like the 3rd floor? I hear rumbling. Oh, okay. Oh, there's no 3rd floor here. You can get to the basement, we're on the 1st, or you can get to the 2nd. 3rd floor doesn't have an elevator access? It's a real accessibility concern. This feels like it's gonna open from the other side. Okay. Maybe we can get to a different area of the... Well... I think we took the... See, the game has to respawn enemies because I'm a bad bitch. Who's gonna beat other bad bitches to death with a pipe, I guess. I think this will just take me... Yeah, it won't take me to the 3rd floor. Okay, but there are stairs. Okay, it looks... Okay, I can get to the stairs on the 2nd floor. Okay, so if we go up, left, yeah, all the way left, we should be able to get to the stairs. Time to lightly jog my way through this hell zone. Land a hit, you idiot. Ow! She had a... Oh, wow, she's got a 3-move attack. Three swing attack. God, that's hard. These nurses work hard to cure, and they work hard to kill. I respect it. No! Don't open the door like that. Ow! Me too. I got a pipe too. No! There another one? There another one? There another one? It was real loud. There another one? Okay. I think we're good. The sound that nurses make are so goofy. Yeah. The nurses are sort of goofy. In a spooky way that I quite like, but it's like, it's hard to deny. Ah, so this is where the hospital keeps their shotgun ammo. That's very handy for me. Alright, so this is, yeah. This is where we found the note that was like, I'm not writing down the code for this door. Well, I'm sorry to hear you had a hard day at work. Are we gonna have to crawl up in this, you think, at some point? 'Cause I hate that. Okay. Alright. James, are you feeling rough? Do you need a little... There you go. I'm a little pick-me-up, my bud. God, I've got a lot of syringes. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah. Cute. Game is getting just increasingly laggy. Save spot, huh? Well, I can't say no to that. Hello?
Hey, are you okay?
Go away!
Don't be afraid, I just want to talk.
I mean, I can't blame this kid. Although, you know, it is Monsterville. Where? 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 It sounds so close by. I don't like when I can hear it and not see it. I really hate that. It must be down that hallway. I feel like these doors are gonna open. It sounds like there's stuff in here too. Yeah. Yep. Okay. No. Okay. All right. Okay, we're gonna do one at a time. Where'd you go, Queen? Okay. I know there's another one still around the corner. I'm totally fine with that. Just one at a time, you know? You can't let them overwhelm ya. One at a time. Headshot. Nope. Ow. So squelchy. They've got such squelch. Okay, so D3 I got into. Is there more hospital? There's more hospital and the fucking elevator only goes to the second floor? This is a poorly designed hospital. Somebody needed to say it. The hospitals in Silent Hill are not up to standard. Day 1, patient transferred for observation, malnourished, shallow breathing, avoids eye contact, agitated in presence of staff, frantic at the notion of touch. Refuses solid food. Ugh, forced feeding required. Ha! Patient restrained for bathing and feeding. Oxygen deficiency, self-injury suspected, could not confirm. Day 4, something is very wrong. Yeah? You wrote that down? What did you write down just then? What information did you take away from that? Alright, fine. I don't like that there's a big question mark over D1. Oh, maybe this is one of the people we're supposed to be finding. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so we need some numbers. Try again. There you go, bud. All right. Yeah, the hygiene, the clearly not enough care has been taken to clean the hospital. That's number 1. Number 2 is the nurses are all very aggro. 1F inner ward. Okay, so we got a key to something on floor 1. No game makes me check corners more than a Silent Hill game. Dr. Andrews, we delivered the radiographs you requested. However, it looks like the file was incomplete, as one of the pictures was nowhere to be found. We will send somebody as soon as we locate it. Let me know if you need anything else. The incompetence! They're losing fucking parts of scans? I feel like the moment I latch into this puzzle, something is gonna come from behind, so we're just gonna do our due diligence real quick. Make sure there's no legs. Unaccompanied legs hanging out. Alright. And there's our shortcut. Yeah, I went in for a tetanus shot and I came out with tetanus. That's how bad this hospital is. Alright, we got a pelvis. There's some markings on this that I'm assuming we're supposed to be kind of lining up. Four. Skull trauma from childhood fully recovered. Okay, so we found one number. My guess is we need to find more of those sheets in order to complete the numbers. Because it looks like there's at least, I mean, those have to be for this. So we've got a 4. We need 2 more numbers, which means we probably need 2 more of those sheets. Where did you come from? Whoa! Oh God! I fucking teleported? Oh, Kira, yes. The substance is so fucking good. I watched, I finally sat down and watched another very hyped horror movie from this year last night. I watched Long Legs. And it really, really genuinely annoyed me. I think if I had seen it before the substance, I would have been a little bit more forgiving. It really annoyed me. Because it had, didn't it feel like 2 different movies? It felt, okay. There were things about it I quite liked. It's to watch The Substance before. Here's what I'd say. You can just watch The Substance. They both The Substance and Long Legs use similar like stylistic techniques. They both had so many like center framed POV like cinematic choices, like quite a lot of, you nearly barfed. Yes. That's what I want. That's what I want people to say. They both had quite a lot of, I mean, Nicolas Cage is incredible in Long Legs. He is really, really good. I mean, he's playing sort of the character he frequently plays, which is a psycho, but his performance was so good. The problem is, I think both his performance and Demi Moore just did more. Demi Moore had more going on and spent so much time on screen being different, varying amounts of crazed and manic. So it's just like, both of these movies gave me incredible performances by veteran actors, but one of them gave me a lot more of that. I also loved the framing and the substance so much. The cinematography is gorgeous. It's so thoughtful and like well composed, but also like thematically relevant. Like the choices that are made in the substance about what things to frame and how to frame them, and the focus on things that are like whole things or things that have been divided, just means that every time you see one of those stylistic cinematic choices, it also has like thematic implications in the overarching themes of the movie. Whereas I felt like in Longlegs, you got a lot of that, but it was just a style choice. And it's like, that's fine. If I hadn't just seen the substance where it was an elevated style choice that was thematically relevant, I would probably have been more forgiving. But to see so many of the same stylistic choices being used in both, but one of them being used in such an interesting, thoughtful way, and the other one just kind of stylistic, really, really, it frustrated me. Also, just like the substance, both of these movies are almost Fable-like, where it's like, Faith! Well done, Faith. This is really good. I think both movies are very stilted and artificial in interesting ways, but the substance is stilted and artificial in a way that makes it feel almost like a fairy tale at times. It's like this kind of abstract fable that doesn't really exist in our world, where people act in weird ways and things happen in weird ways, but in a way that's really interesting. The way that people act in Longlegs just really killed me. I don't even want to say it, because if you haven't seen it, I don't want to say too much of it, but it's one of those things where it's like, when they introduce the premise, this is very early on, when they introduce the premise of like, all of these girls have birthdays on the 14th, I was like, okay, so it's just like, and who, hey movie, who else has a birthday on the 14th? And why aren't you telling us that? It's just one of those things where it's like, you're being withholding of information that's so obvious, and then treating it like it's a twist. That really bothered me so much. It's just like one of those things where it's like, people are not acting like in a reasonable, thoughtful, smart way. And in the substance, it makes sense because this is sort of just like this weird, insane alternate world. In Longlegs, I feel like we're supposed to understand that is our world. And so the things that they're doing is just like, do you think we don't know? Do you think we didn't guess some of these things? I don't understand why you think we don't know. I don't understand why you think we wouldn't make these assumptions and these connections. Stuff like that bothered me. And it was also, I've heard other complaints. Oh, I need a key? What about a lockpick? It was one of those things where it's like, it's things like that really annoyed me, because it was like, I know Perkins has horror chops. He's made horror movies before that I didn't enjoy. I probably haven't not given his oeuvre a fair chance. I remember trying to watch I Am the Pretty Thing That Lives in the House. What is it? I remember trying to watch that and not really engaging with it. But it actually, Longlegs kind of reminded me of Barbarian. You remember that one? That was another movie that had so much hype when it came out, and then everybody moved on so significantly. It's as though the movie had no actual lasting impact. But in both Longlegs and Barbarians, it's one of those things where it's like, there's a series of choices here, and the choices are interesting. And they seem like they're building to something, but nothing ever comes together. And so you have what feels like the first draft of a movie, where the actual like direction's great. I think the performances are really great. It's very thoughtfully produced, but the story itself is just like a series of things that happen, and then the movie ends. And it's like there's no like cohesion or it felt like somebody needed to go back over and be like, okay, here's all the ideas. How do I make them relevant with each other? How do I make this a movie? And so you have a result where it's like, at the end of Longlegs, the movie just ends. And it's like, it's just like, okay, the movie ends and then you just sort of go on with your life. That's how I felt about it. And then, but like the substance is probably gonna stick with me until the end of my life. I think probably I feel like the substance is gonna become more and more relevant as I get older. And it's something that I haven't stopped thinking about and will continue to think about for a very long time, because it's just like, it's such an incredible, thoughtful movie, and I feel like rewatching it is going to be a very rewarding experience because it's clearly so thoughtfully composed. I feel like in a year I'm going to be like, what happened in Longlegs? She was psychic and then that didn't have any implication, or it kind of did, but it was kind of just like a thing to cover a plot hole, and then it was never brought up again. And there was like a code, but then the code was solved and that was never relevant again. And it was sort of a crime drama, but there wasn't a lot of actual like investigation or like detective work. Man. Yeah, I'm Necromanceable, that's exactly where I'm at. Whereas like the first half of Barbarian was so engaging. I think the opening hook of Barbarian is so good. I do like the monster design in it, but it's one of those things where it's like, you just keep taking left turns, but you never end up at the spot you started at. And it's just sort of like, okay. Just like, how do you choose where your story begins and your story ends? And a choice, I think, for anybody who writes is like, how do you decide where your story starts and your story ends? And the answer is in the story. Once you know like whose story you're telling, for example, or what story you're trying to tell, or what themes or information you're trying to communicate, it becomes really clear where you need to begin a story and where you need to end the story. But if you don't have a good sense of that, then you kind of just choose an arbitrary point to begin and end the story. And it's one of those things where it's like, that's a very first draft thing. Sometimes you end a story and you're like, that has to be the end of the story, but now I need to figure out why that's the end of the story, or why this is the beginning of the story, or why this sequence of words is structured in this way. And I genuinely think that's quite one of the things that is most difficult about writing, is knowing when you need to start and when you need to end in the timeline of your story. Because every story extends far before and far after the story that you are actually telling, right? Because like, that's the thing in Sandman. There's a bit in Sandman where she's like, one of the characters, I believe it is the waitress from the diner sequence, says, if you follow any story long enough, it ends in death. And I think about that a lot because it's true, but it is also why we don't follow stories infinitely. Because then every story ends in death. And it's just like not, and then it's just like, well, then what's the point of stories? Right? If it's just to like experience the full spread of a human life. And sometimes that is the point. Sometimes the end of the story is death, because that's where the story needs to end. But like, hey Maria, you still cool? She's napping. But it's like, you have to be thoughtful about it. I think that's part of the art of writing. And that literally means writing anything. This is something I run into quite a lot with video essays. I'm struggling with it right now, actually, because I'm at the end portion of a video essay, and I'm just trying to sit back on my heels and being like, this is my thesis, this is where I started it, what threads do I need to complete, what ideas do I need to close off, how do I finish the story? If they're not dead today, they're still alive. I've never heard that, but I love that. All right, we're looking for 1F. Oh, okay, we're on 1F. 1F just means first floor, I understand. Inner ward. Is there an inner ward on my map? I think, okay, this has to be the circle. All right. I'm gonna save down here as well. I know I just saved. I killed you! Quad... That gurgle. That gurgle. I mean, that's what a story is. That's what a story or an essay is. It's thoughts organized. And it's just like... I think sometimes a movie can just be... Here's a sequence of events meant to shock or terrify or amuse you for a short period of time, and then you move on with your life. Like, sometimes media is just like, I'm going to consume it, and then it's going to make its way through my system, and I'm going to move on and never think about it again. I think that's totally fine. In fact, quite a lot of horror movies are that way, where it's just like supposed to be a fun, splattery experience, and I'm like, I love it, I'm for it, let's do it. I guess what bothers me a little bit about Longlegs is that it feels like it wants to be taken very seriously and to be a very thoughtful experience and to really stick with you in a lingering way. Like, it feels very serious. And so it's hard to engage with it being like, this was just supposed to be a fun by some meaning of the word experience of just sitting and watching it. It doesn't, I get the impression that it doesn't want to be considered that. I think it wants to be considered a very serious movie. And maybe that's not true. Maybe if I read some stuff by Anthony Perkins, he would be like, not Anthony Perkins, Osgood Perkins. Anthony Perkins is his father. If I read stuff from the director, maybe he would be like, no, this is just supposed to be a fun movie. But it feels very serious, and it feels like we're supposed to take it very seriously. And in that way, I think it just fails in the thing that it's trying to do. Ow! What are you doing here? Oh my god, the frames. I mean, I will say the aesthetics. I really did enjoy the aesthetics of Longlegs. I thought there were quite a lot of sequences in which there was really intense color grading. It's loading a whole second. Hospital, that's fair. There were sequences like there was a sequence where she was opening the letter in her cabin, and it was intensely orange washed, and then she had these like bright blue gloves on, and that was I thought really a fascinating way to do it, because then later in the movie there was a sequence where they were going to a farmhouse, and the farmhouse and the sky was super blue, and then she had this beautiful yellow flashlight that she was like sweeping over it, and so you had like really, really interesting, thoughtful stuff like that. But like, what did those mean? What was the point of those aesthetic choices? Other than to be beautiful. And you know what? Just being beautiful is a fine reason. Ow! What? Yeah, I think he is a great technical director. I would agree with that 100%. But it's a shame that he keeps producing his own scripts. I think if he were given the right kind of script, I think he could be. I mean, this is the thing, is Longlegs was super successful from a monetary standpoint, and you know, it got quite good reviews. So I mean, he has been successful. I'm just a hater. I'm just a hater. Yeah, movies can be moods. That's totally fair. And I think the crime drama horror, crime drama horror aesthetic that he was creating his movie in, like the context of the genre he was creating in which was not just like a horror movie, but like a crime horror movie. I do think he was very much aesthetically in line with that genre, and it is a genre I find generally pretty mid. And I guess I'm sort of surprised that so many people really liked it, but I can see that it kind of fits in nicely with a like crime drama sort of aesthetic, which is very popular in America right now. Ooh, another hole. Chad, another hole. Haters are a critical part of the horror ecosystem. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, this looks like an ear. Oh no. I think I just figured out what the bent needle's for. Am I ready for that kind of equipment? That's Faith, that's totally fair. That's totally fair. The nice thing about the substance is it'll always be there when you're ready for it. It'll stick with me in a thoughtful way, not in a like, this is upsetting. Well, no, it's not upsetting to me, but I think for a lot of people, it is quite a visceral body horror movie, is what I'll say. Actually, it made me think of. I've been suffering some shoulder issues, and I've got gamer thumb, and so I'm just like, I'm struggling with my body right now, and I had this thought the other day where I was like, I guess I'm just old now. I guess I'm just old now, and my body is going to start falling apart for the rest of my life. And I was feeling kind of bad about it, but then I was talking to my mother, who is in her mid-70s, and she was like, you know, I have to do this fitness exam for work to prove that I'm physically capable. And I'm really worried about it because I've been having these hip issues. And Jenna, I think I'm finally getting old. And she was very serious. She was like, I am finally getting old enough that my body is turning against me. And I was like, oh, I'm fine. I'm young. I'm not even middle-aged yet. So what am I being such a melodramatic baby about? And I thought about that when I was watching The Substance, because that is sort of the point, I think, about The Substance, is that, like, Demi Moore's gorgeous. Like, she's fucking beautiful. And she's beautiful in that movie. And seeing her be like, I need to do this to be relevant again, is just like, I want to reach out and gather her in my arms and say, Demi Moore, you're talented and you're smart and you had an incredible career and you're such an incredible actress. I need to hug you. That's how it made me feel. It was sort of uplifting in a way. That's what I'll say. But there is quite a lot of body horror to get there, and your mileage may vary. All right, let's get this ear. Oh, this isn't where I use this? Genuinely shocked. Oh, Detective Hoops, nothing would make me happier, honestly. I would genuinely love it. I know she's not going to get an Oscar nom for it, but she fucking deserves it. I'm not supposed to use the hook? I guess I saw an ear and I was like, obviously the best tool to use here is a hook, which maybe says more about me than it does about the game. I mean, this is always the problem. Here's what I have to say about movie reviews. They're crazy. Sometimes you watch a movie and you're like, what is this fucking mess? And you read a billion positive reviews, and then you read one review with one hater who has the same things to say, think about it as you. And that's the reviewer you need to follow from then on. Everybody has different things that they want from movies or from media. And some people just want to sit down and see Wonder Woman punch, I don't know, 80s skinheads. I don't know I haven't seen the movie. Some people just want to sit down for 2 hours and see a bright, shiny spectacle and move on with their day. Ideally, those people aren't like movie reviewers, because the point of a movie review is sort of to engage with the movie on a more intense level. But, I mean, sometimes movies just hit for people. I know people who, and maybe I am one of these people, I know people who are like deeply embedded in movie culture. They're classic critics. They're very thoughtful, and sometimes they're like, this is my favorite movie, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? That garbage? That trash garbage? I love everything you have to say, but what are you talking about? So it's just one of those things. I have not watched Megalopolis. I'm probably not going to. I know it's divisive, but I don't have any horses in that race. But anyway, it's just one of those things where it's like, the things that you want from a movie are going to be different from the things other people want in a movie, and that's totally fine. I think expressing your opinion, if you like something and somebody else dislikes it, that's fine. You just have a difference in opinion, and I think that's totally fine. If you're looking at reviews, I think it's good to find a few people whose taste resonate with you and who want the same things out of movies as you do, and follow them and their work, and then use them as like a guide for whether or not you want to watch movies. I normally don't read reviews until after I've seen a movie, but if you're trying to read reviews for the purpose of trying to decide what movies to watch, then that is how I would do that. It's nice to see really earnest art on the big screen, aggressively non-commercial and self-indulgent, but also it sucked. I am intrigued by that conceptually. If I could get a group of people together to watch it when it's not on the big screen anymore, I think I could. I think that might be a fun experience. That's true. Anybody who makes a movie has done an incredible feat of creative work. And I think sometimes, I don't know, that's why I often, when I'm like movies, I try to figure out what their authorial or directorial intent was, and then try to decide based on that whether I think they've been successful or not. But that's just like one of a dozen different methods you can use to evaluate whether a movie is good. And what does good even mean? It's so objective. But it's fun to talk about. This is why I love media and why I love talking to people about media, because 8 people can watch the same movie and have 8 different opinions about how it succeeds and failures and whether it's good or not. And I think that's so fascinating. Isn't it neat? I don't know. I love it. One of my friends likes Joker 2 and is torn up about it, and it's hilarious. They just really hit a Venn diagram of things to need the movie to be, and she begrudgingly enjoyed it. Another incident with 0050. He got out of the pool and made a break for the garden, cutting himself wide open in the process. Thank God I was still here. He was completely manic, screaming. Had the orderlies hold him down, barely managed to stitch him up. He's back in his room for now, sedated. Lot of blood on that book. Is that a fedora? What is that supposed to be? Oh, it's a nurse's hat. Okay. You know what? Okay, that makes more sense. A nurse's hat makes more sense in this hospital than a fedora. Okay. Do I want to hop out here? Oh, I destroyed 50 windows. Alright, I see it. I know I have to go out here eventually. I don't know if I want to do it immediately. The crowd was a mishmash of weirdos and retirees. That's ideal, actually. Wait, hold on. I wanted to read. Somebody dropped a comment about being in a... Yes, HTMLE says, I'm in an aging studies class in my sociology PhD program, and this convo is very resonant with how people write about aging. Genuinely, there are 3 categories in gerontology to describe how old an older adult is. The genuine, serious academic names of those categories are... The genuine, serious academic names of those categories are young old, old, and oldest old. People get published using oldest old as an academic term. That's great. All right. So I feel like I'm not even young old yet. I'm not young, and I'm not youngest young. I think I'm just mid-young, or I'm like early mid-young. Because I'm not even middle-aged yet. I would say I'm like early mid-young. God, God, we've unlocked so many. Oh, it's so gurgly right here. It's so gurgly. Young old is 65 to 75, old is 75 to 85, and old is 85 plus. God, I wish my parents knew that. They are both in the 70s, and you would think that they were on their deathbeds for the way they talk about it. Ow! God, she got my fucking kneecaps! Whoa! Wow, why are you so strong? I'm stuck. Okay. I'm gonna use a bullet on you. You are too strong. Okay. Yeah, I guess I am just an adult. I guess there's just a word for that. I guess there's just a word for that, and I'm just an adult. It is one of those things where it's like I sometimes have difficulty acknowledging that because of the traditional hallmarks of adulthood. As far as I was raised to believe. No legs? Okay. Felt like there might be legs. I mean, all the hallmarks of an adult job, from my perspective growing up, was having a steady, full-time job that regularly paid into your retirement that you would have until you died. Owning a home, being married, having children, and I am 0 of 4. I don't even have a car. I don't have any of that. I play video games for a living. So it's stuff like that where it's like, I am an adult in every sense of the word. But whether or not I feel that outside of just knowing it is a different question. Am I gonna shoot the roaches? Why did you get your gun out, my bud? I love the bottle of bug spray. Okay. Let's go down the hall. We'll do around the corner. Midlife adult? 30 to 50? Okay, yeah. Well, Detective Hoops, that's the problem is those were the things I was raised to believe. 2 headshots. No! Just very tired children. Oh, that's sad. Yes, and that's the thing is like the parameters for adulthood will inevitably shift. But what I feel like is that it's not that the parameters of what defines adulthood has shifted. It's that they're inaccessible now. And so, like, members of my generation have had to come up with a new concept for what adulthood is. But it's just, I mean, it's just as arbitrary as those other things. I mean, it's not, though. It's mold remover. It's not even bug remover. These are the things is, like, all of those 4 things are all about stability and having stability as you age. And it's just like, it's not that we don't value those things anymore. It's that those things are inaccessible. There aren't, very few companies are going to hire you for the rest of your fucking life. Even if you're an excellent employee and you make them lots of money and you're good at your job. Like, the arbitrary nature in which all of these things now exist in our world means that even though quite a few people still value those highly as a signifier of adulthood, they're not accessible. So you have this weird in-between where it's like, yeah, I've come up with other versions of what it means to be an adult, but it often feels like I've had to do that because those things are not accessible. I guess I'm just in a contemplative mood today. It's because I've been writing all week. This is what happens to my brain when I've been writing. I'm just like circling problems. It's in the walls, deep inside. The mold remover gets rid of it for a while, but then the thing reappears in the exact same spots. We need to get in there, break it all down if we have to, and root it out. I'm probably not supposed to use it here. Remember to wash your hands. I mean, maybe what I need to do is come up with more concrete goals for my future that will help me determine. The saddest thing I see for adults around my age, Faith says, is people genuinely wanting kids, not being able to afford it in various ways. Yeah, that's just tragic. I feel that way about getting a cat. Not that I can't afford it, but it is just like it's an added expense. And it's like, what if something goes wrong and it needs emergency vet bills? Am I prepared to handle that responsibility? Maybe I don't feel, maybe my lack of adult feelings is just internal. Maybe it has nothing to do with society. Maybe I just haven't allowed myself to take any big swings to be an adult. Does it say pork cutlets? I thought it said pork curls. Please be a sociologist on Maine, HTML. I genuinely love it when people in the chat are like, oops, my expertise. Excuse me while I go psycho mode. You mentioned very specific thing that I study. Is there another one? No! Fuck. Ow. I'm gonna get cornered. No! Oh. Please hit somebody. Please hit somebody. Oh my god, she caught my shit. Oh my god, okay. Okay. Busted, isn't that something? The fact that the nurses have the same weapon as me. Where the fuck am I? Okay. So there's restroom storage. Alright. Are all of my guns full now? It's a good question. I think so. Oh, one more. God, this fucking shotgun really eats bullets. Haha! You're right. I've got to upgrade James's pipe attack. I've got to put more points in pipe. Oh, I think this is the shortcut. Is it the shortcut to... Oh, the safe spot. All right. Yeah, I'll slap a slab of red paper. You know what would be a really fun minimalist Halloween design choice? Would be to have like a glowing red square on the side of your Halloween party and just invite people over and be like, yeah, these are my Halloween decorations. Prepare yourself. All right, let's... We got that mold remover, right? Yeah, we got a mold remover. Oh, I can combine it? Okay, I can potentially combine the mold remover or the bent needle, but I can't imagine those go together. But this is a kind of an adventure game. Should I just try it? I'm just gonna try it just in case. I don't think they can combine. Okay. Alright. Get in the hole, James. It just had to be raining. I feel like there's gonna be some slithery friends in this area. Ow! Okay. Still hearing some static. Okay. You gonna be growing weed out here? Just the leaves on these vines sort of look different. 4 hours of texture blending? Oh my god. I would weep. I would openly weep. Okay. Must be able to get in or out of this. Maybe I need a key. I see it, slithery. Where are you? I saw you slither. Where the fuck are you? Okay. I knew there was gonna be a slithery one. They're like slugs. They love to be in the garden. Ah! Ah! Alright, the framiness is really getting to me. I might have to do something. No. Okay. Ooh. What do they even do to hurt you? They can stand up and then attack like normal creatures, which is the main concern. I mean, something has turned with this game, and now it is just struggling visually. It's possible it's my computer. Let me see if I can close anything. I do think my computer just needs an upgrade. It's doing its best, but it's slowing down. Here, let's do... That might help. Why is there an exclamation? Oh, that just means I've changed it. Okay. I do bet this game is beautiful when you have all the highest quality shit turned on. I mean, like, what's even the point of making a remake like this if you're not going to make it really juicy with the textures and the visuals? Can I really not get into this? What? No, come on. How many times must I kill you? Is this on my map? No, okay. But there's a thing. There's literally steps. Oh! So under. That makes sense. Fuck you. I hate this. I could not express to you in words how much I hate this. I did play it. Yeah, I played the original. Classic. Was that worth it? I guess that was worth it. Was it worth being annoyed? Maybe not. Ooh, we're in the pool. Haunted pools. IMO, top 10 spooky setting. Anything could be down there. God, so many fucking keys. Is the key gonna be down here? So I think a spooky monster is gonna be down there for sure. Yeah. Get in, get in, get in, get in. Oh. Okay, James is like, no, if I'm getting in, I'm gonna dive. Dive into the... Look, there's a little thing waiting for you. Ah. This man a coward. I guess we knew that. Alright, so that circle is... My guess is the pool controls. So I need a key to open that, and that'll probably drain the pool. That is my guess. Oh. Fucking knew it! Knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I was just about to say, this is a place where legs hang out. They love bathrooms. I knew it. Knew it. The words, there's going to be some legs here, were on my lips. They were poised. The legs are really funny. The way they do little kicks and the way that those kicks hit me every time. Okay. Some medical tube. Maybe this is okay. I bet we need to combine the medical tube, which is just a... I think it's called tubing. I bet we can combine this with this and make a little... Yeah, okay. And this is what we're going to use to get that ear out. And I'm not crazy or gross. I know how games work. Vindicated. Alright, unlock a shortcut. Can I get into the doctor's lounge? Oh. This case bears a disturbing similarity to a situation that took place in the facility a few years back. The patient was admitted on a court order, but with the consent of his remaining family. His condition appeared to be improving the first few weeks. The administered medications paired with individual sessions with a psychologist and art therapy alleviated his avolition, anhedonia, and social withdrawal. There was no reason for concern. They didn't even know anything was wrong until the night guard reported one of his keys was missing. When they found him, it was already too late. I bet these doctors have some spare syringes and health drinks for me. Okay. Do we think this is for the nurse's room keypad, maybe? Because I think that had that same sort of grid layout. Locker room, okay. Locker room door. This game... Hey, Galumper. This game is very generous with the shortcuts. Which I don't mind, but it's... I guess it's to hedge how much larger all these areas are than they were in the original game. It's hard to parse the purpose. Okay, so we're trying to get, I think, to the day room. If my hunches are right about how video games and horror games function. Is there squelching? Is there new squelching? Just familiar squelching. Yes! Yes! The ear keychain is so funny to me. Like, what an insane... It's great. It's great. I love that the keychain was an ear. Totally good and normal. This valve is for use on grid. Who could have guessed? Monsters! Yeah, go ahead and let your guard drop, James. Go ahead and put your gun down. Nothing to be seen here. Definitely no monsters of any note. Nothing for you to be concerned about. I always think the game was like, did you mean to be attacking the wall? No, I fucking well didn't. Okay. Hey, it's another medical bracelet. All right. All right. Any of you three want to stand up now and start shit? Anybody else? Okay. All right. Well, that was good. We got 2 of the 3 bracelets. This thing's gonna respawn now. Okay. I think means... I love the way it was through the window. It makes me think so much of that Resident Evil enemy. That does the exact same thing. It just like... just slip and slides. Lee, I don't know for sure if the ones in the pool attack if we don't. I just know how these sorts of games work. And it's, if you can, it's just simply wise. Give them a little boop. Boop. We're searching for Laura, who is, as you can see, marked on this map. We're searching for Laura, who's a little girl that we keep seeing around town, because it's like, you shouldn't, this town's full of nurses, you shouldn't be around here. Last time we found Maria, who is another mysterious woman who looks quite a lot like our dead wife, and who has made a bunch of sexual overtures at us, and we're just sort of like, I'm here looking for my wife, who's definitely dead, so don't even worry about it or whatever. She is currently resting in a room because she's tired from all the monsters. All right. Where we want to go to the second floor because that keypad is now circled and we have the thing. I am not going for a specific ending. I mean, Mechtel, it was so funny. Every other person that James has met in town has been like, I'm here looking for my wife. And when he talked to Maria, he was like, I'm here looking for my late wife. And it's just one of those things where it's like, come on. Come on, dude. Keep it in your goddamn pants. I'm not going for any specific ending. I'm just gonna play. And let fate decide. As I do with my own life. God, what else happened last? I mean, those are the big highlights. Those are the big, like, story highlights. I don't know if it was flirtation, but it was absolutely James hedging his goddamn bets. It was definitely a choice on the part of the game directors. It's just a little dog, James. Don't. Okay. Hey. Okay. Are there legs in there? There's bugs. They feed me garbage and rotting meat, crawling with maggots, thick with sinew. They make me bite down. The juices, red and yellow, hit the back of my throat. I choke, I gag, I vomit till my throat is sore. An aching, throbbing tube of flesh. I pour it all out, but I can still taste it. Oh. They bathe me in filth and blood and piss and bile. They gently rub human waste all over my body. My skin itches. It peels off like wet paper. I beg them to stop, but they won't listen. And then they lock me up with him. He's always there, closer each time, and the rot, it comes with him. It goes within. It becomes me. One nice thing that so if you haven't seen earlier streams, the keyboard has been lighting up. Like there is some sort of keyboard light overhaul that this game has. So it has overhauled my actual keyboard settings. But when I was really low health in the garden earlier, the V button was highlighted. And the V button is the button you use to heal. So it is not just like an aesthetic choice. They're actually including like gameplay keyboard guidance in the lighting setup, which is super fascinating. What? You know, I talk about doppelgangers all the time, so I don't know why there aren't any more doppelganger quotes. Feel like doppelgangers are a decent amount of my brand. Okay, so we got a second. I guess we'll just go up and put this into place. Game, what can I do to get you to run better? There we go. Thank you, Sexalia. Alright, maybe this will have 2 numbers on it. Oh god, okay. Really? Okay. Why? Okay, no, it's fine. No, go back. Okay, 4:37:12. 4:37:12. 4:37:12. I'll write it down. Okay. Oh, I already fucked it up. I think this is the right direction, but we'll see. Hey! Whew, okay. Alright, we've got the squelching is the squelching's a lot. There's a lot of it and it is a lot. Did the other direction is still unlocked? All right, so we've got the 3 bands, each nastier than the last, which means we're gotta go. We need to go back to the hand on the 2nd story. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, we should be able to get the hand thing taken care of. This game is definitely wetter. The wet technology and the depth and intensity of the wetness is very severe. James, you're fine. Don't you gasp and moan at me. Ah, fuck. Fuck! You whipped! James, you piece of shit. Okay. Alright, I think we're just through here. Here we go. Yeah, the filthy bracelet. Oh my god, are these gonna have to be in order? The bloodstained bracelet. The marked bracelet. Oh, I have to rotate them? I really don't. Okay. What? Okay. We did have documents about them. Am I trying to line up the clean number? Oh, okay. I was trying to find the clean numbers. 92, 45. Oh, I can't look at it? Those numbers weren't important? No, okay, they were. Okay. 92, 45, 71. Okay. I mean, there was this thing. I still don't know. We're clearly missing a piece for this one, so we must not be able to solve that one yet. But I think we should be able to open this door. I hope there's fucking good in here. I mean, there has to be something fucking good in here. We did so much work to get here. Hey, okay, it's the safe button. What? Oh my god, is this gonna be the order? That's fun. Okay, that looks right. Right? No. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Oh god. Getting my gaming notebook out. Hello, Captain America. Alright. Let me trace down. Some alchemical planetary symbols. Okay, we are good to solve. And good to save. Alright. What you eatin', not a werewolf. The lack of a second E threw me. What you eatin', not a werewolf. Alright, so we need to clear this out first. Okay, so it is you. Wait, there's only, oh, I'm an idiot. That we're not inputting them in an order. We're inputting the code that was on the bracelets in this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. All right, so we need 92. 92. 45. Wait, I already fucked this up. Hold on. 9, 2, 4, 5, 7, 1. There we go. Oh, okay. A key to a rooftop. So the sequence has been, we came here, we got a key. That key got us to a door that opened a thing. That gave us a clue to a puzzle, that gave us another key. That was a key to a key to a key. Their images become blurry, melting together. I can no longer tell. Not sure if I can do it, but maybe you can. This will probably take you where you need to be, though probably not the way you want to. There's bound to be some pain involved. There always is. Cool thing to have in your safe. Alright, now we'll save and we'll go to the Roof. My save hygiene has been really, really rubbish this game. Okay. I think the best way, we can go straight and to the left. And then we won't fight a single monster because we already killed everything. And it's gonna be super straightforward. There'll be another save at the top here, but I'm gonna ignore it. I don't need it. Whoa! Oh! Oh! Oh wow! Okay. That was more than usual. That was more snap-in delay than expected. That was a real... we really turned the corner and there was just no building. Well, it's fine. We made it. I'll have to see. My graphics card is not very old. It's not so old that it should be having this much of a trouble. But maybe, I guess maybe it is time to upgrade. See, stuff like this is why I can't afford to have a kid, you know, I've gotta be updating my gaming rig. I can't afford to have children. Alright, so it looked like there was a hole to squeeze through over there. Yeah, that's true, my PC is my child. But, I mean, that does imply that I'm making content with my child a lot, which is something I don't necessarily agree with. May 9, rained, stared out the window all day. Peaceful here, nothing to do. Still not allowed to go outside. May 10th, still raining, talked with the doctor a little. Would they have saved me if I didn't have a family to feed? I know I'm pathetic and weak. Not everyone can be strong. May 11, rain again. The meds make me feel sick today. If I'm only better when I'm drugged, then who am I anyway? Yeah, medication helps a lot of people. Silent Hill. Is there a backside? May 12th, rain as usual. I don't want to cause any more trouble for anyone, but I'm a bother either way. Can it really be such a sin to run instead of fight? Some people may say so, but they don't have to live in my shoes. Maybe selfish, but it's what I want. It's too hard like this. Just too hard. May 13th, doctor came in today. He said I'll be released soon, that it's time to go home. I should be happy, but I'm afraid. Oh. Okay. All of the stationery that they have at the hospital is pre-aged. I was not done investigating that rooftop. There was things for me to squeeze into and check out. Also, Pyramid Head interrupted my great bit about hospital stationery. You know, yeah, you're right. I guess I was done. I was done with the roof. I hear humming. Let me look through the hole. Okay. As expected. You kind of respect how stupid and normal James is. I mean, he's the iconic... He's the origin of horror protagonists being kind of dumpy idiots, so... Alright. I feel like maybe I just teleported. Was that crazy? I feel like I was on the other side of this. Do I just have to go back to the rooftop? Because for some reason that's very funny to me. Yeah, I don't think I even really took much damage. I think I have the same damage I had previously. Really? Alright. Not that way. Well... I mean, in a game like this, scripted injuries can't count because it's like... you're so limited with healing resources. Okay, well... I guess I'll... I got the things. Got up to the rooftop. Did the thing. I guess I'll go check on Maria? I really thought that would get me to a new area. I'm just checking something really quick. It's gonna take a minute to load. I feel like I'm going crazy, but I feel like when I looked through the hole, it teleported me to the other side of the door. Which would be wild. I don't know why a game would do that, so I think I'm just mistaken, but I have to do my due diligence and check or this is gonna bother me. We've had issues with looking through holes before on this stream, so... Anytime, game. Do I regret taking us to this very long loading screen? No, it's fine. There we go. It did! It teleported me to the other side of the door. Looking through that window automatically teleported me to the other side of the door. I almost soft-locked us. We almost just got soft-locked in this fucking game. Because I was on this side of the door. When I looked through the window, I was able to save at that save spot, red corner just to the left there. First of all, I can't believe I noticed that. Because that's genuinely a wild thing. I was just like, I thought the door was different, and I thought when I looked through here, I could see the red save point. And then when I looked through, I was on the other fucking side. That genuinely would have stopped the game. Like, we would not have been able to progress in the game. That's fucking crazy. What a crazy bug. Could I do it again? I looked through the hole the wrong way. I can't believe this has been a reoccurring issue that we've had on this stream. I can't believe game devs don't realize people are gonna look through holes coming and going. A game-breaking hole. I mean, should I do it again? No, I'm not going to. It took so long to load the game. I'm not gonna tempt fate. That's fucking crazy, though. Because it wouldn't let me go back up on the roof. So, that would have been it. Thank God there was that autosave. Wild. What a genuinely wild fault to have in a game. If I thought it was on purpose, I would think that was a very cool time space warping thing, but it clearly was not. I don't even know. I don't even know about all this. Is this a shortcut? Hooray! Wait, okay, now that I've opened the shortcut, let's try that hole again. Oh my god! What the fuck, game? How? 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 Jesus Christ. I can't teleport back. Because what it's doing is when you're interacting with the hole, it's putting your physical character and camera from the only perspective it has. It doesn't have a viewpoint from the other side that you can snap into. It has one set camera angle, and it is this one. So if you're looking at it from the other side, it'll automatically... Galumper, I would agree with you if it didn't fucking soft lock the game. It's such a weird... It's so weird and so sloppy that I'm with you. Like, it feels like it has to be something that's on purpose, but I don't know. It's just wild. I've never, I mean, I guess they just, because if you deactivated this access point on the other side, then it won't be an issue. And it is hard. I will say it's like hard. It's hard to activate it from the other side, but it is in no way impossible, and it's not so hard it feels like you're not supposed to do it. Like, it doesn't have as sensitive an activation range as it does on the other side. They forgot to take the interaction, or they haven't properly, like, attuned this interaction point to this side. That's so funny. Oh, that's one of the wildest bugs I've seen in a game. And I can't believe how often looked through the hole the wrong way has rendered a game unplayable. And maybe I should make a video about that. Do you think Bloober Team would talk to me? I would have to record separate footage of this before they patched it out. Oh, it's so funny. I would love to publish a YouTube video that's like, why are holes so difficult in video games? What makes holes so hard? Oh.
Laura?
How do you know my name?
Eddie told me.
That big, fat blabbermouth.
Laura. Why do you keep running away from me? How do you know about Mary?
I just do. What's the big deal?
Why can't you just tell me?
You gonna yell at me if I don't?
No. I won't. Please, just... I need to know.
Mary's my friend. We met at the hospital last year.
Stop lying. Laura, I'm sorry.
Fine, don't believe me. See if I care.
Hey!
Let go.
I'm sorry, Laura, but I can't let you just run around this place. You might get hurt.
Hurt by what?
Look, just stay with me, okay? This is no place for a kid.
Fine.
Monsters aside, this place is nasty and dangerous.
There's something I
So-
gotta get.
Laura,
It's important.
what is it?
A letter. For Mary.
What?
I hid it. In there.
You sure this is where you left it?
It's in the back. Behind an old pipe.
Okay, wait here. Laura? Open the door, Laura.
Why should I? I'm a liar, right? Want me to open it? Huh? Do ya?
Laura, open this door right now.
It's the magic word.
Laura!
Nope, that's not it. I guess I won't open it.
Get me out of here, you brat!
In your dreams, fart face.
Laura, please open the door. There's something in here.
Sure there is. A big lying fart face. See ya, fart face!
Laura! Laura!
Got him. Got his ass. Yes. For context on the looking through holes wrong way thing that we were talking about, I wanted to get through the cutscene first. And now I want to give myself a moment before engaging. We were playing, it was another horror game a while back. I cannot remember the name of it though. It was really, really good. It come out a few years ago. Does anyone remember the name of the fucking game? It was a mystery, Lovecraftian kind of puzzle horror game. It wasn't Still Wakes the Deep. Oh, what was it? It was where we played that lady who was becoming a fish. You know? You know the one where the lady was becoming the fish? Yeah, with the fish woman. What was that game called? No, not Dredge. Ooh. Once on this island, no. I love that everybody knows the game, but nobody can remember the title. God, what was that game? It did not have a very impactful title. Was it Song of the Sea? No. Call of the Sea, yes. Thank you, Shock Trees. So we were playing this game, Call of the Sea, a very well-made game, very sturdy, not a lot of issues with it. But there was one puzzle where these portals opened up, and you had to look through the portals to see like stars, and that was a part of a puzzle. And that worked fine, but if you looked in the hole the right way, you saw the puzzle clue, you were fine. If you looked at it from the back end, you became insubstantial and you fell through the planet. If I remember correctly, like you lost collision basically, and you fell through the ground infinitely basically. If I'm remembering correctly, that was the bug. So it was one of those things where it's like, you could look through the holes the wrong way. The game didn't prevent you from doing it, but it caused a catastrophic session ending bug. And so now we just say, if you look through the hole the wrong way, if you find a weird bug like that, you look through the hole the wrong way. So the fact that it came up again is genuinely wild. We looked through the hole the wrong way and we almost soft-locked the game. I mean, we functionally soft-locked the game. We would not have been able to make progress from that point if there hadn't been like an autosave that we could have fallen back on. Holes. Got another one for me in 10 bells, although it might be patched now. I look forward to it. I mean, and here's the thing is, like, neither this time nor last time did I think I was glitching the game. Sometimes you do things in games. Sometimes you push the boundaries in games because you're just like, what's going to happen if I do this thing that I don't think you're prepared to do? But in both of these instances, I genuinely thought this was just a thing I was allowed to do. Pyrocat, no. Sorry, I was about to get into this. I'm not ready to yet. We were just thrown through the ceiling, through the roof of this hospital by Pyramid Head. And there's a doorway with a hole that you can peek in. And on one side, there's a save spot. And the other side is the area we're trying to get to. And when you get thrown through the ceiling, you get put in the area you need to be in to progress the game. But if you look through that hole, it teleports you to the other side of that door. And this is a bug. It's not supposed to do that. And you can't get back to the roof to get back down to this area that you're supposed to be in. So it effectively soft locks you. And that's just a thing this game does, I guess. Okay. I'm not looking forward to this given how framing the game has been today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, like, even fight. The little feet are kind of funny. The fact that you can see the little feet in the ceiling. It's hard not to be sent. There is a boss fight like this in the original Silent Hill, too, just for context. I don't remember seeing the little feet kick quite as much in that one. I don't remember it dropping through the ceiling like this necessarily. Ow! Wow, that really fucked me. Well, I was trying to use a syringe, but that's okay. Uh-oh. Regret. Ow! No, really hate that. Oh! No. Anyway, this is why I've been meleeing all the all the creatures in here as much as I can. I knew there was a bullet. Would you say a bullet sponge or a bullet mattress here? There we go. It is supposed to be evocative of a woman in a hospital bed. Oh, I got an achievement. Defeat the flesh lip. The thing about that is that lips are often flesh, I would say.
James. James.
The game is doing its best. Alright. Still a decent amount of pistol ammo, no shotgun ammo. Anyway, that's why I was meleeing everything, because I knew this boss fight was coming. And I knew it's just an absolute... It's just... there's nothing you can do except just pump it with bullets. Like... It's just the only way. Somebody stole our nice marked up maps and gave us these clean, beautiful maps. And I think that's kind of rude. I spent a lot of time marking those maps up. Initial symptoms, hyperfocus, current diagnosis, they can be fixed. Recommendations, stop at nothing. No turning back now. Feels like a trap, but I will take that syringe. Safe spot? Safe spot! Okay. Are we somehow in a worse hospital? Alright, there's the elevator. There's the pit. There's the hospital pit. And we all know and love. Yeah, Peter. That's just meta knowledge from having played the first game. Oh, hey. Oh, this one has a third floor button, but we can't get to it. And there's no bottom floor. Floor 0 or -1. Alright. Oh, is this a pit too? This a pit. This is a hospital that exclusively uses pit-based, evidence-backed medicine. There we go. Is that a pharmacy? Could I get in there? No, okay. Game, what do I need you to do to compose yourself? And to stop being so miserably framal. You're too framal. This feels like a trap. I don't know about this one. This looks like fucking Pinhead's save spot, and maybe I shouldn't take it from him. Oh, there we go. One shotgun shell. I'm saved. I'm saved, chat. Now the game is like, sorry we made you use absolutely all of your ammo on this combat. Oh, she doesn't have a pipe. Wait, what does she have? What do you have? A knife? Oh. You seem worse! Just an endless amount of wet Goosham sounds. No shortage of wet Goosham sounds. Somehow more wet Goosham sounds than previously. Alright. I guess let's look at this big, really ominous box. Normal pharmacy stuff. Really like that he excused his throat like he was gonna interrupt and say, we don't have a key yet for that, Jenna. Alright, so we're looking for a 4-digit number, a key, and a 9-digit number or some sort of keypad visual. This is what I see at my local Walgreens when I'm like, I need to buy shampoo. This is what, if I need to buy like a toothpaste or a toothbrush, this is what I see. I have to press the button and get an associate over. All right, let's go towards the gooshing. No reason to be discreet about the gooshing. I like that its top legs are like mandibles almost. The way it like clatters them together. It's mandible adjacent. I mean, shout out to this hospital for getting worse. I didn't think it could, but we have turned a corner. And it is somehow more unpleasant than ever before. A little hole for me to crawl into. Oh! Alright, that was a 2-hit. Okay. Women's locker room. You're gonna make me crawl on my stomach to get to the women's locker room? It's all that James deserves. It's fine. Yay, shotgun shells! Alright, we're up to 3. We're doing good. Okay. So we've got a way up. Looks like this isn't an option, but let's double check. Okay. So we got a way up here, and then there's the whole rest of the second floor. So let's go just peek around the corner there real quick. Heard a sound. Door? Okay. Legs? There are legs in here? There gonna be legs in here? No, okay. Alright, so that was all dead ends. Alright. Gonna continue to lightly jog my way through this nightmare. Okay, so there's something we'll be able to push aside later. We can't push it from the side. Something we could drop down from or climb up from, but can't access yet. Door that's locked. Oh fuck! I don't know what button I pushed. Apparently there's an about face button I didn't know about. Okay. What button do I press to juke like that? Oh. Okay. I mean, I'm never gonna run from a fight, so I don't even need it. But it's like good to know that it's there. Alright. I hear a friend. Come on, come out here. One at a time, ladies. No! Fuck, I thought I was far enough away. Alright. Once again, my desire is to continue to playing for another hour. We're in it. Once I get acclimated to the gross, nasty squishiness of this universe, I'm just like, well, you know, we're already here. Might as well. I thought those things were making that sound. But it's lunchtime. I should eat lunch. Obviously, I can't do any of that until I find another save point. Alright, so there's an area back there, but I don't think we can access it yet. Because we can't push the thing aside over here. And we can't... I think we'll need to climb up on something to get access to that thing. So we're gonna have to go up to the second story and then come back down. Phew, okay. Alright. That's how I do dishes. That's kind of how I do dishes too, yeah. Oh, even the stream is chugging. Okay. I'll exit out of it. There we go. Okay. Phew. Oh, Galumfer, I'm sorry. So there was a little hole at the top of the screen where there was cloth dangling from. Sorry, we'll have to do it next stream. We've seen that before in other areas of this game, but you have to have like a cart to stand on top of to climb up. So if that is the place you were thinking of, we can't quite access it yet. But we'll get there. Sunday. Yeah, I think we'll get there at the normal stream on Sunday. Non-zero chance that stream will also run long, because I want to keep playing this game. It's spooky and gross, and I like it. Okay. That was my song about horror games. So have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend. I'll see y'all Sunday. Bye.